Alright chat, today we're going to try and just cycle the fuck out of Evo Mortar and Evo Snowball over and over and over again. Now, a successful mortar in my opinion is a mortar that gets one hit on the tower. And the great thing with this deck that I'm playing is we're going to use the Evo... I might actually be against Expo here, against Teddy Bear from Berserk. Might have to read this clan description. Anyway, let's play our Berserker right now. So the plan is to use the Evo Snowball to suck everything in. Golem, okay. This is actually technically quite good for us because I can go for a defensive mortar and that's going to cycle to my evolved mortar. And that's 2 card cycles. It takes kind of a while to get there and he's giving me the perfect, Teddy Bear's giving me the perfect reason for me to go for my mortar on defense. So we're going to be able to cycle right now. What the hell? Okay. The good thing is that was not worth the lightning. Now I can play a bunch of cheap, baity, spammy shit and we should be able to defend this. And maybe even get a little mortar counter push. And while we're heating up the things, I just wanted to say, don't drink, kids, okay? Every week I say fucking, I'm going to stop drinking, and every week I'm wrong. And I am really hungover today. I'm really hungover, and I'm never drinking again. It's over. I'm finally calling it, and we're going to find that. It's done, okay? Kenny Winnie is done, and yeah, Kenny Winnie is done. And I'm not going to lie, chat. What the hell? Golem at the bridge. Alright, we're just going to play a bunch of spammy shit until he can get his lightning down, and then hopefully it doesn't get much value and the golem dies anyway. Okay, perfect. He's helping me cycle my mortar and my snowball, which means that I am going to be able to get to my my fucking thing. Anyway, something I wanted to talk about while we're getting into this as well is I remember when I started yapping on this channel, like when I just started talking about nonsense. No one really did that whole thing. And so people were like, blood, literally shut the fuck up, stop yapping and just play the game. And now it's interesting because some people actually like the yapping, which is kind of interesting how that goes. People say they don't like something because I get a lot of comments when like on the Club Penguin video and just like whenever I try different types of content that it's just like stick to Clash, little bro. And it's interesting how, you know, opinions change. Like if you just kind of believe that the content's good or I don't know, shit like that. You know what I'm trying to say? Okay, I'm going to have to find that's too much value and then just not tank the Mega Mini hit. It's just interesting how if you think something's good, despite what people may seem... I mean, obviously there's a lot of people who do think it's good and shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Oh, that's hilarious. Golem, luckily we have the Evo Snowball, so we will be able to pull that back to the middle. And somehow the mortar's actually going to survive there. Let's go for a cheeky Vines to try and stop those archers from getting infinite value. And then let's go for a cheeky little Berserky, little Ice Golem here. And then we can just go for a Snowball, and that's going to clear that whole damn thing out. I thought Snowball was just going to kind of be there for the gimmick. Like the gimmick of trying to get everything sucked in and then, you know, get the mortar on the tower. But holy smokes, it's actually really good. Having that double smell, that double spell doesn't hurt either. And that is going to be a clean first game against Teddy Bear. And before we get into the next game, I actually want to read this guy's clan description, man. All right, lucky drop, 1 star, rigged game, no YouTuber luck. Let's see. I can't read it. And maybe I don't want to read it, man. Maybe he's put some obscene things in place of those asterisks. But yeah, I don't know. I find it interesting because with YouTube, and I guess we can make this about life as a whole. You know, everything's telling me when I try different things that's not what's already proven to work. Everything tells me to stop doing it. Down arrows. It's performing badly. Don't do it. Quit. Stop. Do the things that work. That's how YouTube works. And it scares a lot of people off from trying new things. And this is a crazy fun fact I'm going to hit you guys about life. You have to try new things and you have to go out of your comfort zone as much as it may suck. And it may be the one thing you really, really don't want to do. And it seems like the hardest thing in the world or whatever the fuck it is. But sometimes that can lead to the best thing that you never knew would have existed if you didn't fucking do it in the first place. It's just crazy how that shit works. It's crazy how that shit works. Basically, what I'm trying to say is Kenny Winnie is going to be making like one video that's not Clash. That's the moral of the story every week, which I talked about in my video recently. Hold that thought. Let's go for an Evo Snowball just because it's kind of a lot of value here. Suck it all in. And the confusing thing with me is not only are the down arrows, you know, telling me to stop and all these different things, and some people comment, of course, but I actually like doing what I'm doing right now. I actually really like my the YouTube channel. I really enjoy doing this. You know, I love what I do. And so the idea of like losing that potentially is it's a daunting thought. But at the same time, Clash will always be here. You'll always be here, right? Matthew, you'll always be here, eh, Squirt? That's right. I know Matthew's watching. That's right. Matthew, I know your parents. You're watching on the TV right now. You're at your granny's house. All right? I know what's going on, man. How about you get up, you lazy fuck, and why don't you make dinner for your grandmother, okay? She's been asking you all day, and it would be the nice thing to do. Anyway, I'm hungover, so let's go for some bats at the bridge. I'm looking for any excuse to play my Evo Mortar right now, but little bro is, he's Matthewing it. He's not letting me play it. So I'm going to go for skeletons, and I'm going to go with this. But let's see if we can get a little vines value here. All right, we're going to vines that, because otherwise, how the fuck am I going to break through? All right, we're going to have to snowball. Snowball is, I did not expect the snowball synergy to be, it's on the tower. It's like 10,000 units there. I didn't expect the snowball synergy to be that good. But yeah, no, I like yapping. I like what I do. So the fact that I'm like, hey, let's do something different now that I'm successful doing something that I like to do is like, why am I doing it when everything's telling me not to? And that's because ambition. Kenny Wenny wants to do some other things. And maybe nothing empirically is telling me to, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not that deep, man. Honestly, at the end of the day, nothing's actually that deep at all. All right, let me hit you with some wisdom. Nothing is ever that fucking deep. All right. Well, depends what we're talking about here, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, this guy's spamming the living fuck out of me, which is a real hoot, and I want that Evo furnace to die. So I'm going to go for a snowball pretty much for the damage here. And that's cute. It's just sitting in the back. Fire spirit, fire spirit, fire spirit. Fuck off. Dead. Dead spirit. How about that? And we go for that. Guys, how about that? Anyway, I don't know what the fuck that was. That was weird. Anyway, let's go for skeletons right now and then go for this. Okay, little bro. Go for a snowball. Go for a berserky. Can't really afford to defend all of this. As much as I'd like to have gone for a mortar and take no damage. Okay, G-Force. Relax, dude. Are you really going to make me play my Evo Mortar on defense? Is that what's going to happen? This cycle we're in? No way. How the fuck did that jammy recruit get on the tower? Either way, let's go like this. And then let's go like this. And then let's Evo Snowball if he plays something. He's probably going to try and kill that thing. Yups. That's an easy vines. And that's going to kill that. Nice. All right, let's go like this to try and kill this. And then that's not going to be... Oh, for fuck's sakes, man. All right, let's... Okay, 45 seconds left. I think that's time... That's enough time to get one more Evo Mortar. All right. We're going to go with bats here. And we're going to hope... Let's go for vines so that the tower doesn't kill all the bats. And then let's go for an E-Spirit. Okay, we got 30 seconds left and a dream. So let's go for a Evo Snowball, Defensive Mortar, and then let's try our best. Bad, very bad Furnace, although it is going to get a Fire Spirit on my tower, fuck's sakes. All right, at least that... Okay, we're going to have to kill this very quickly. Let's go like this, and then let's go bats over here, and hopefully we can get through. Otherwise, Kenny's going to lose the fucking game, and Royal Recruit bypasses and goes towards my tower. I'm losing it. All right, you know what? We're going to read G-Force's clan description, because Logs and Hogs is a little bit confusing to me. And honestly, Royal Recruits is it's a really fun card that requires a lot of brain cells, and it actually makes me want to fucking have a spin with the recruits. What if I just, honestly, dude, what if I just take out the mortar, I put in recruits, now we're cooking with gas, and I just snowball everything, spam with berserky. But first of all, let's read the fucking clan description. Logs and Hogs, man. Quiet, chilled, laid back, you clay, fucking quiet, chilled. Nothing about that strategy is quiet or chilled. But yeah. I'm always going through an existential crisis, it seems, lately. I don't know why that is. But, yeah, at the end of the day, man, nothing's that deep. The answer is usually what your gut's telling you to do. And I'll tell you what my gut's telling me to do. Exactly what I've said in this video so far. Exactly what I've said. That's what my gut's telling me to do. And I've been trying to follow my gut, besides when it's, you know, hurting from... I don't actually even know what the problem is with my stomach. But I've been trying to follow my gut lately. And, I think your gut somehow is right. Your gut instinct is usually right. Like, of something you have to do. Whether it's taking a risk, whether you want to do it or not want to do it, or whatever. Because here's the thing. We're going to get deep right now. We're going deep. Going deep with Ken, right? Happiness is fleeting, all right? You're happy one moment, you're not happy the next. So how do you always be happy? How do you always be in a generally good mood? That is the great question our ancestors have been asking since Clash was put on this earth, right? Because that was kind of the first thing. It was like Adam, Eve, Clash. Those were the big three. That was the trifecta, one could call it. Anyway, let's just cycle the Snowball. God, it feels good having recruits instead of Snowball. I mean, instead of Mortar. And the answer to that question is, I don't know. There is no answer. But fulfillment is not a bad thing. That's what I've learned. Fulfillment is not a bad thing, and feeling proud of yourself for doing things, that doesn't hurt, man. That's not the worst thing in the world. But it's all about, this is the weird thing, even if you arrive at these goals and shit, it's about the journey, not the destination, right? Heard that one before. Anyway, let's go for a fucking... It's great that we're against Bowler. That's hilarious, because everybody plays Bowler in Goblin Giant now, apparently. And there go my Evolve recruits. Go, recruit, charge! Does it get knocked back? Of course it does. And Bowler lives. Alright, so that's going to be fun, dealing with a Bowler. But yeah, I don't even know. Basically, everything you hear, the word advice, it's all... It's way too deep. Is all just... I don't know. I don't know anymore, chat. I don't know. This is the thing. There's no... I have no answers, is what I'm trying to say. I have no answers. Just trying to enjoy shit and do the shit I want to do. Yeps. Something I have realized, if we're yapping, if we're going hard on the yap today, is something about pain is... You're not going to be in pain in 30 years' time. That pain you're feeling in one moment, you will not be in that pain for very long. It always disappears. So, you know, that's a great thing. If you're struggling with something, the night is always darkest just before the dawn. Maybe I should just spit fucking quotes all day. I mean, I feel like I got like a plethora of quotes in my mind, and I don't know why I don't just go crazy. This fucking Bowler is making me going crazy. But hang on. I think we've outcycled. So if I go recruits in the back here. Little bro thinks he's got me here. Let's go for... No, the Bowler cannot be getting value. No, no, no. Stop, Bowler, stop. Go for the Ice Golem. Why did I play it in the other lane? Another bats are healing. Fuck, fuckity, fuck. We're going to have to go for a Giant Snowball. It's the only way. Let's go for a Giant Snowball. Try and take that shit down. And, okay. He got another Bowler. Of course he did. You know what? We're going for a Berserky. Fuck it, we bowl. If he wants to go with a Goblin Giant, then that's great. Let's go for Skellies. He just counters with Goblins. I mean, it's just a fucking Berserker at the end of the day, isn't it? It's just a fucking Berserker at the end of the day. All right. You know what I'm starting to realize? Oh, there come the emotes. You know what I'm starting to realize, chat? I'm starting to realize that these guys, 15,000 trophies, will need a belting, right? Like, Homo Plan here did not get a belting hard enough from his father. And I think I'm going to have to be the one that teaches them a fucking lesson from now on. Because this level of gimmickry is, it's not going to work. I always need to remind myself it's about playing the broken cards circled. Nothing else. Fuck.